Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Johnny Gitts here again. As we're still in lockdown and I'm still stuck in the garage, I thought I'd do us another bit of a blog. This is becoming a bit of a Ronnie Corbett routine, this is. This coronavirus, I think, is about the only thing that's come over here from China that's lasted longer than a week. There's rumours going round that it's been caused from eating spicy Chinese fruit. I was thinking about this the other day. The only spicy Chinese fruit I can think of is gok. Anyhow, what a depressing week, eh? Stuck in the house again with the missus. It's been hell, it has. We've been going at it hammer and tong. Trouble is, she's the one with the hammer. And this past couple of weeks of being in lockdown has made me realise a few things about her. For a start off, she's a drug dealer. 3 times in this past week, someone rang up and said, "Is the dope still with you?" And another thing and all, I went down to the supermarket the other day and I said, "Is there anything you want?" She said, "I wouldn't mind some Tampax, tenner." What a con that is. They're £18 a pack. And the thing is, I've tried to get on with her, I've tried to help her. You know, I even did the meal last night, cooked it all night, and as I was carving the meat, I slipped and cut my finger with a knife. I said, "Oh, I've cut my finger." She said, "What, the whole finger?" I said, "No, the one next to it." And her dog as well, that's starting to wreck the house because it's stuck indoors all day. I come down the stairs this morning and it's there pulling at the tassels at the bottom of the 3-piece suite. And I was just about to put my foot up its bum and she said, "Oh look, he likes a little tug of a morning." And I said, "Yeah, he's not the only one." Mind you, it's not as bad as my mate Dave. He's got trouble with his missus and a cat. She's got this cat and it rules the blooming house, it does. Anyway, about a week ago, she said to him, she says, "I'm going out, Dave, can you look after the cat and give it its dinner and a brush and everything?" He says, "Yeah, no problem, love." So she goes out. He thought, right, he picks the cat up, puts it in the car, drives a mile down the road and puts the cat out onto the side of the road. He thought, that's the end of that. When he got back home, the cat was sat on the draining board. Anyway, a few days later, she said, "I'm just popping out to see my mum. Can you look after the cat again?" He says, "Yeah, no problem." So he got the cat again in the car, 10 mile this time. And he put the cat into a field. He thought that'll cure the problem. When he got back home, the cat sat on the kitchen floor licking its arse. He thought, blooming hell. Anyway, yesterday, she said, "I'm just popping out the shops. Can you feed the cat and brush him again and look after him?" He says, "Yeah, no problem, love." So when she went out, he thought, right, I'm not going to fail this time. So he got the cat, he put it in the car, he drove 50 mile. He went through villages he'd never even heard of. And just now he come to a little unpacked bridge. He thought, right, he stopped on top of the bridge. He put the cat in a bag with some bricks, tied the bag up and wheeled it round and threw it in the river. He thought, that's the end of that. Anyway, cutting a long story short, about an hour later, the phone rings in his house. And she said, "Hello." He said, "It's me." She said, "Oh, I wonder what had happened to you." He said, "Is the cat there by any chance?" She says, "Yeah, he sat on the sofa with me." He said, "Oh, just put him on." He said, "I'm lost." But you know, this coronavirus given me a lot of time to think. It's made me think back to my school days, you know, and what good times we had there. You know, fighting in the changing rooms and smoking in the toilets and, you know, kissing and touching the girls behind the bike shed. To be quite honest, it was the best caretaker's job I ever had. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, with all this going on and people having to spend so much time with their partners, I think it's going to start turning men. Myself, you know, like the fella that was walking down the high street and he walked past a gay bar and he thought, "Oh, I'll go in for a drink." So he went in and he bought a drink and he was sat there and just now a fella come over to me. He said, "Excuse me, is anybody sat here?" He said, "No." He said, "Can I sit there?" He said, "Yeah, no problem." So he sat there. He said, "Can I ask you, are you gay?" He said, "Well," he said, "I don't really know." He said, "I like men, but I've never slept with one." And he said, "Well," he said, "do you fancy coming back to my place and I'll show you what it's all about?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I don't mind." So anyway, they get a pizza and a bottle of wine. They go back to this lad's house and they're sat there eating the pizza. And this bloke said, well, if I let you do it, he said, I don't like it. He said, what shall I do? He said, I don't know. He said, make a noise, you know, like an animal. He said, well, you know, what if I do like it? He said, and I want you to carry on. He said, well, sing a song. Anyway, they eat the pizza, they drink the bottle of wine, they go into the bedroom, and the light goes off, and after about 5 minutes you hear, Moon River. Well, ladies and gentlemen, did you hear one about the two lesbians, the dwarf and the cucumber? No, neither did I. I've been Johnny Gitts, and you've been fantastic. Look after yourselves, take care. Ta-da.